Hello everybody. So today I will talk about calculus. The topic today is about complementary solutions and particular solutions for differential equations. So now I will show you how to answer. So because we have this one, so we will create about complementary solution and particular solution. About the first one, I will put about yc equal to e to the power of lambda t. So if I do first derivative of this one, you got about lambda e to the power of lambda t. Because if we do first derivative of this one, we keep about this one in here. Later that we do first derivative of lambda t, so you got about lambda. Now we do second derivative, you got about lambda square e to the power of lambda t. So because this one is about complementary solution, so for this one in here should be equals to number 0. Now we have yc, so we put this one go in here. This one first derivative go in here, second derivative go in here. So we have lambda square e to the power of lambda t plus 2, because we have number 2 in here, lambda e to the power of lambda t plus e to the power of lambda t equals to number 0. So we have e to the power of lambda t. We can do about factorization. And we have lambda square plus 2 lambda plus 1 equals to number 0. And now we need to find the solution of this one. So we need to find the solution, and you got about lambda equals to negative number 1, lambda equals to negative number 1. So about yc in here, we got about c number 1, that's about the constant number 1, e to the power of lambda t. So because we have negative number 1, so you got about negative t. Because we have same solution, so we have c number 2 multiplied by t e to the power of negative t. This is about the first solution of complementary solution in here. Now we go to particular solution. Because we have same e to the power of negative t, e to the power of negative t. So about particular solution, I will put about yb equals to a plus b e to the power of negative t ce, t e to the power of negative t and d t square e to the power of negative t. Because we have the same this one, that's why we need to go up to t square in here. Now if we do first derivative, this one is about constant, so you got about 0 in here. This one we do first derivative of e to the power of negative t, so you got about negative in here, e to the power of negative t and t. Later that we do first derivative of this is t in here. Later that we do the next one, we do first derivative of t, so you got about ce to the power of negative t. Later that we do first derivative of this one, you got about negative ct e to the power of negative t. Now we go to the next one. we do first the derivative of t squared, so you got about 2dt e to the power of negative t. Later that we do first the derivative of this one, you got about negative d t squared e to the power of negative t. Now we go to the next one, so we go to second derivative. So we do first the derivative of this one, so you got about negative e to the power of negative t. Negative with negative, you got about positive. Now we do first the derivative of this one, you got about negative c. So we do first the derivative of this one, you got about negative c, and we have e to the power of negative t. This one, we do first the derivative of e to the power of negative t. Negative, negative, you got about positive ct e to the power of negative t. So we do first the derivative of this one, so you got about 2d e to the power of negative t. Later that we do first the derivative of this one, so you got about negative 2d e. We have t and we have e to the power of negative t. Now we go to this one in here, so you got about negative 2d t e to the power of negative t. Later that we do first the derivative of this one, you got about positive d t squared e to the power of negative t. So negative c, you got about number 2. So we have negative 2 dt, you got about negative number 4. Now we put everything go in here. So to save your time, so I will multiply by number 2 on here. So this one you got about number 2, number 2, number 2. This one you got about number 4 in here. Now we need to simplify everything in here after we sum all the unit together. So we have be to the power of negative t, we have be to the power of negative t minus 2b to the power of negative t. This one we cancel. Now let's go to the next one. So we have 2c to the power of negative t minus number 2c to the power of negative t. This one we cancel. So we have 4d t to the power of negative t. We have negative number 4d t e to the power of negative t. Now this one we cancel. Next, we have dt squared e to the power of negative t with dt squared e to the power of negative t. And we have negative number 2 dt squared e to the power of negative t. We cancel this one. Next, we have ct e to the power of negative t, ct e to the power of negative t, but we have negative number 2 ct e to the power of negative t. We simplify this one in here. After we simplify everything, we just have only about capital A in here and 2d e to the power of negative t. And we know that this one is equal to this one. So because we don't have a, that's about the constant. So a equal to number 0. We have same e to the power of negative t. So we have 2d equals to number 2. And now we find the value of d equals to number 1. So after we eliminate everything in here, we see that a equal to number 0, b, c equal to number 0 because they just eliminate in here. But we can find about d. So y, b in here should be about t squared e to the power of negative t. And this is the final answer. Now we combine about yc plus yb in here. Yc, that's about this one. And yb, that's about this one. And this is the final answer. This is the end. Thank you for watching.